All right, what's going on, YouTube? This is BoxingWave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. First off, this is an excellent matchup. One of the better ones of the year. I know these two are not overly popular or anything like that, but anyone that knows boxing, the lightweight division, knows that this is a great fight. This is an excellent fight. I cannot wait to see this fight. This is the best fight by far on this card. All right. Teofimo Lopez against Richard Commey for the IBF World Strap. All right, and the winner of this fight is most likely going to unify against Vasil Lomachenko next year, early next year. All right, this is going to be on ESPN 9 p.m. Eastern this Saturday. All right, ESPN Plus. All right, this is going to be on the undercard against on the undercard of Terrence Crawford against the Mean Machine. All right, so I'm gonna do a video on that fight as well. I'll do a prediction video on that. I mean, we all know that Terrence Crawford is gonna win, but I'm still gonna talk about the fight. All right, but let's talk about this fight because this fight is the one to watch. Now, normally when a fight is like this high level of a fight, I will do a really thorough breakdown like I have with AJ against Ruiz, Wilder against Ortiz, and such and such, Canelo against Kovalev. This won't be that video because there's too many unknowns with Teofimo Lopez, right? He's sparred with a lot of good people. I mean, he just as a pro, he hasn't really fought anyone that good yet. Okay, so he has some crazy knockout highlights. All right, he has a big mouth. He talks a lot, but he is a good boxer. He is a good boxer. He has the punching power. He has the explosiveness. Like I said, he has, the hand speed. Good counter puncher. Okay defense. Not in great, but he boxes. His kid could definitely box. All right. It's just as a pro, I haven't seen anything yet, and I haven't seen him fight anyone near on Coleman's level. Nakatani, his last fight was the best fighter he's faced, and Nakatani fights nothing like Richard Commey. All right, Richard Commey is a beast. He comes to destroy you. He can box, but he comes to destroy you. He doesn't play any games at all. All right, this guy has power, hand speed, explosiveness, even more explosive than Teofimo Lopez. This guy is going to come at you. He likes to brawl. He can box, but he likes to go to war. He wants to knock you out. He wants to decapitate you. He wants to knock your head off. He's not in there to play any games. And the thing is, Lopez has not fought anyone that's anywhere similar to this guy. And the thing is, Commey has been in there with good fighters. He's been in there with Dennis Shafikov. He's been in there with Robert Easter Jr. Two split decisions that didn't go his way. I think he definitely beat Easter. I think Easter got a gift in that fight. And I think the Shafikov fight was a very debatable one. I've seen both fights. Very debatable. All right. But he did beat Ray Beltran recently. Okay, and Ray is a former title holder. And he did very well against Ray. So Commey is proven. He's fought championship level fighters. He's proven. And he's a champion now. Lopez is not proven. Things I want to see. Does Lopez have a chin? Can he take a big right hand from Commey? Now, I know Lopez had great power, and he shows great power in these highlights and stuff like that. He has some crazy knockout of the year type of power, But he hasn't fought anyone on a high level. And then when he did step up in his last fight, he didn't look as impressive. At points in that fight, he was getting outboxed. He was taking a lot of right hands from Nakatani. And I'm sitting here saying, well, if he takes that punch from Commey, who hits a lot harder, is he going to be able to take it? And this is why I really don't know who's going to win this fight. My head tells me Richard Commey is going to win this fight. My head tells me he's going to win the fight. And not only that, but I'm not really particularly rooting for anyone. I just want to see a great match. Please tune in this match. Do not miss this fight. Do not miss this fight. This fight is going to be one of those fights. I know we were talking about a lot of fights this year being fight of the year. You had Rougarou against Josh Taylor. You had Donaire against Inoue. We had Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz. We had a lot of potentially fight of the year type of fights. This could easily steal the show. Please do not miss this fight. But my head tells me Commey should win this fight. He should beat the inexperienced young fighter. Okay? But my heart tells me Lopez is going to find a way to pull it off. If he can find a way to weather the storm, especially early, and if he can take the right hands from Commey, because he's going to have to take it. Commey is definitely going to land. All right? If he could weather the storm early in the first few rounds and start coming forward and attacking, I think he can beat Commey. I think Commey can definitely be beaten if he's outboxed. But he's going to have to be able to take the power and Commey's explosiveness and his aggression. If he can go through it, I think he can. I think he can, but I can't prove it. And this is why I'm not doing no crazy technical breakdown. I don't know how good this kid is because he's basically going to prospect level fights to a championship fights. I don't know what he can really do. What we've seen so far is not enough to make me think he can beat Richard Commey. But just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean he can't do it. Commey, as good as he is, he can be beaten. As good as he is, we've seen him lose fights. Whether or not you thought he lost or not, we've seen exactly what lost him fight. I think in the Shafikov fight, at least, because the Easter Junior fight was just a straight out war. I mean, that was like a fight of the year back then, whatever year that was. But the Shafikov fight went a different way that we normally see Commey handle himself. He's not usually on the ropes going backwards. Shafikov is the one that pressured him. So if Lopez can find a way to do that, especially, land those counters and stuff, because he's not going to come forward and just be, just ready to go to war like Shafikov. That's not the way that Lopez fights. He likes to roll punches using that shoulder roll and countering. Now, if he could find a way to walk Commey down and make him fight on his back foot, then I think he has a good chance. I think he will do well. But the fight is not going to start out that way. Commey is going to come in looking to beat the hell out of this guy. All right. So they both have power. I think Lopez can definitely hurt Richard Commey. And I think Commey can definitely hurt him as well. All right. I just don't know where it's going to go. But if I had a gun to my head, I think Lopez is going to find a way to pull off the win. It might be an ugly win. It might be a very controversial win. I think it's going to be one of those split decision type of wins. Either way. But you can't sleep on a possible knockout here because both guys can punch. All right. But I'm actually leaning towards this being a war to the very, very end and it being a split decision. I think the crowd is going to clap their hands. I think we're all going to be hyped up after watching the fight. I think it's just going to be one of those kind of type of fights. I think it's going to go all 12 rounds, even though they both have power. We might see some knockdowns. We might see a couple wobbles. We might see whatever. But this is going to be one of those type of fights because Richard Commey brings that kind of action, and Teofimo Lopez has power as well. So he ain't no slouch. He's not going to back down. All right. So one thing I want to say though, as far as the Lomachenko match, I actually believe that Commey actually I think he actually matches up against Lomachenko a little better. The thing with Lopez is he would fight Lomachenko and try to outbox him, and I think he would lose. But I think Commey would bring the fight straight to Lomachenko. I think the pressure will be heavy for Lomachenko. Not saying Loma would lose. I still would pick Loma to beat both. But I think the matchup between him and Commey would be a greater challenge. All right. But if I had to pick a winner for this fight this weekend, I'm gonna go with a I'm gonna go with Lopez by a split decision win. All right. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is a great fight. Please do not miss this fight. I know a lot of people are not going to watch this video because, these guys are not super popular, but this is good. This is the fight right here. And there's a lot of unknowns here, specifically because of Lopez. What can he really do? We'll see Saturday night. Peace.